Guys, we made it.
Did we?
Yep. Our rear ends are firmly planted upon Mars.
The red planet.
Yep, Val Kilmer's here.
Whoa.
Gary Sinise is here.
They grow plants to keep the oxygen, you know,
Right.
like their greenhouses.
Ice
Cube is here.
Yep, he's here too.
Natasha Henstridge of Species
Ooh.
is here.
This is the Martian surface. I'm gonna pan my camera around.
That's not my favorite Mars movie.
Ghost of Mars?
Yeah. I've never seen it, so you know what? I can't say for sure that it wouldn't be my favorite Mars movie. But at present, it's not.
What the stars?
Give the people the air, Cohagen.
Is that your favorite Mars movie?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Is it? It's not yours.
I guess it probably is.
Tough to say.
Yeah.
Isn't Ghost of Mars really bad?
Sure.
Okay.
I like it, but
Yeah.
it's not a good movie.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not even going to say I like it. I think it has spunk.
It's plucky.
Yes. The ending is funny.
Just like this little rover that we've landed on Mars.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm not a rover. I am a night vision here. I'm this thing.
Wait.
I'm a craft.
Are you vacuuming the surface of Mars?
You're not. You cannot rove.
Can't rove. I just
sit.
I just land.
And look.
There's my cameras, and up top, those are my atmospheric detectors.
Okay.
I can go back to. Oh, the sun has risen. Fantastic. And I think I might be crazy, but I'm supposed to take pictures of those stars.
Oh.
And they're moving, so they may be modeling actual, real planetary motion in the sky and stuff.
I
wouldn't
hope
put it
so.
past them. This is the take on helicopters people, which
Oh,
are also the
okay. In
Arma
that game,
people.
you had to build something and then land on a helicopter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they're also behind Arma,
Yeah, they're.
Okay.
This is Bohemia Interactive.
so they value their realism.
They do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go up here and click my mission tab.
Let's hope their celestial mechanics are on point.
Dark streaks. To successfully complete this mission, you'll first need to land your vehicle exactly on one of the dark streaks. So let's see if we can turn off night. No. Zoom out here. All right, you can kind of see. Yeah, I'm in one of these dark streaks that we observed from above. I can actually go to the map here in mission control.
Wow.
Zoom in. See, here's the. What is this called? This is called something. The terminus between light and dark. So it's morning here. I can zoom in on the Victoria crater. There we are. Here's our lander, and those are the dark streaks that we're investigating. This is another lander that I. This is the second mission. This was the first mission.
Wait, you've sent 2 landers?
I've sent 2 landers.
What kind of budget are you working with here, man?
$760,000.
Wow. You're really working on the cheap end.
The
Yeah.
Arma budget.
That's right. This is kind of cool. So this is actually sort of running in real time. Like, this lander still exists.
You can still pull data from it and
We
stuff?
can connect this. So let's just connect this vehicle,
Wow.
and it'll load us in. So yeah, here's this one. That's what he looks like. Oh, he's still in the darkness. Let's go back here.
Oh, what is the latency between Earth and Mars? I can't remember. I'm sure they're not modeling that here. Right?
Oh no, not at all.
I want to say 8 minutes, but that's also the same from the sun to Earth.
I think that's the moon. No, that's
No.
8 seconds.
Yeah, no. The moon is about 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds.
Okay.
I want to say Mars is also 8 minutes,
Okay.
but that would put the sun and Mars equidistant.
Well,
Anyway.
it changes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but on average, you know.
All right, so part of my mission here, if I click tasks, is to analyze the soil. So I will switch my HUD from standard, that's camera, to instrument. So this is an alpha.
Yeah, this isn't the final.
This isn't the final version. This is a Steam early access.
Are they calling it an alpha?
They're calling it early access.
Okay. They may be beta then.
Yeah, but it is not final.
Definitely not finished.
So this took me a while to sort of understand. No target in range. So I have to. My probe, I think, is on the underside here. There it is, down at the bottom. This thing, and that's a camera looking at the ground, and it might be. this camera? Yeah, so I think that's the probe. So I've actually got to switch to controlling. So I was controlling the cameras with this, but I've got to switch to the arm and then find a way to extend it into the ground so that I can probe the ground. So this is, whoops, didn't want to do that. This is what tripped me up. And since it's an early access thing, there's not a lot of tutorializing. There's a little bit.
They just kind of throw you in.
Yeah.
Did you have any choice over what kind of craft you were landing?
Yes. All right, so now that I've stuck the probe in the soil, I can click this, and it's probing.
Yeah.
Inserted the proboscis.
So for these first few missions, I did not have any choice of what to launch, but by doing this mission, we'll get money, and then we'll be able to buy robotic parts.
Okay. So you haven't sent any mobile landers? You don't have anything you can drive around?
No, not yet. That's next.
Okay.
Analyzing. Boom. So yeah, see, a bunch of this stuff is stamped with early access. All right, my major tasks are complete. And this presumably, okay, here's a good example. You complete more missions, you upgrade your tech level, and then you get more stuff to add to your vehicles. Presumably this would be sort of...
Content coming soon.
Based on the soil analysis, blah, 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 you get some science here, which would be cool. All right, so I've got a few minor things that I could do to get more money, such as take photos. So let's go to the camera.
Wait, who's paying you for these photos?
I don't know. The XCOM guy?
Hello, we will be watching.
Oh, right. I need to switch back to camera control here. Turn on my science.
Oh, some great robot camera sounds.
Mm-hmm. Picture.
And it's a pretty good camera, like the effect.
Yeah, the low res kind of filter on it. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I haven't gotten too far in here. I reached a point where I could not progress any further due to some bug or my own ignorance. But I presume that you would be able to get better cameras that would look, color and stuff.
Right, right.
All right. Actually, they do have some scenarios that aren't tied to the campaign, so we can actually jump into those a little later. But, okay, this mission is done. So I'm going to go back to mission control here.
While you're doing that, I want to correct myself. I think the moon latency is like 1.5 seconds. I did the math, because it's 250,000 miles.
You did the math.
Yeah, 186,000 miles a second for light. Right?
Well, here you go.
Yeah.
It's about 1.5 seconds.
All right.
But round trip.
Oh, sure. Okay. So, yeah, I guess about 3 seconds there and back.
So we're finished over here. And now here's a cluster of new missions. But you'll notice that these are all kind of spread out. So we will need a rover. And they've got a preset one here for, let's see, $1.127 million.
That's a bargain.
Check it out here.
That seems awfully cheap.
Solar array, basic imager wide angle.
Okay.
Spectrometer, atmosphere monitoring stuff, radiation detectors. Check out the mission details. Looks like we'll need a camera and some radiation detectors, so this vehicle would be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and launch it. Zoom in here. I guess you can move this around, but I'll just leave it right there for the launch. One time I tried to move the launch from its default, and then I crashed. So now we're descending.
That's a bad way to take on Mars.
Yeah. Check this out. Yeah.
That's kind of the, okay. That's kind of like the sky crane design that Curiosity used. And then it's going to detach at some point?
Yes.
And then you're going to bounce your way down?
Yep.
I think that's what they did, right? Did they had the padded enclosure?
I'm not so sure about the
I think
bubbles.
that's right. Yeah.
The balloons. There we go.
Landing stuff on Mars is super hard.
How much of this are you controlling?
I don't know if
None.
you know.
Okay.
Oh, look
It's
at
all
that.
automatic.
That's awesome. Bloop. You know, there have been as many failed landers sent to Mars as there have been successful ones.
Mars is tough, dude.
Most of the failed ones are sent by the Russians. However. Do with that what you will.
Go back to my lander view. So I remember being excited for boing.
Oh no! Oh, no.
So the cool thing is, like, it doesn't just lock into this is where your landing spot is. It sort of does really bounce around the environment, and you will land in a different place if you choose a different spot. But yeah, I was really excited for one of the landers. I think it's the one that crashed due to the metric standard conversion, whichever one that was. But I was really excited for it because it had a microphone on it, so you'd be able to hear what Mars sounded like.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
Which I'm not sure that they've done in subsequent landers. If they have, I would love to hear that. So
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna go first person here. Check it out. I got all kinds of mission stuff. Sand crater, explore the sand crater. Take some photos. Okay, so I'm gonna go over there and take some photos.
Out on patrol.
Yeah, here we go. Still dark. Rolling. So, it took me a while to understand this, but I can't move my, I'm using my mouse and I can't move the camera at all. That is because the camera's just this little fixed thing here. Whoa.
Okay.
I've only gotten the first tier of stuff unlocked, so I guess I haven't unlocked servos, or maybe my lander chassis is not robust enough to accommodate heavier equipment. Whoa.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. It's like a dune buggy.
Yeah.
Guys ever done that, dune buggies?
Yeah, with you.
That's right, in Vegas.
There's a video of that. I can't believe we took that camera in that dune buggy. That just seemed like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, well, we had another one.
But yeah, whatever. There's more where that came from.
Real-time robot moving.
Yeah. It's better than the real thing.
This thing's cooking
Yeah.
for its size.
Let's see if I can go over this rock.
That seems like an unnecessary risk.
Yeah!
If that thing flips over, there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Right.
So that's the thing I don't know. Like if you, okay, everybody's in the picture. Snap. Great. If your robot gets stuck, I don't know what you do, because then it's
Probably just lose it.
then
Have
it's
to
stuck
launch
on
another
Mars.
one.
But then
Yeah.
you're out all that money and you can't launch anymore. Do you just fail the game?
Maybe you fail the mission and can restart from that checkpoint or something before you
I don't.
spent the money.
Yeah, maybe, but from what I
There's really only one way to find out.
from what I've played, it doesn't seem to be auto checkpointing me. It's all manual saves. It's kind of serene. I like this. The music's nice.
Yeah, the sound overall, music, all the effects and stuff. It's yeah.
All right, 43 meters.
It's placid. Kind of makes you want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Makes me wish I had 3 hands.
That too. Well, I always wish that.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey there.
Is Curiosity still doing stuff?
Oh yeah.
What
like,
are they?
Curiosity like just got started.
Yeah, like what are they?
They just had their. I mean, they just.
Are they taking more pictures? They
just passed 1 year. They had their 1 year on Mars hashtag going around the other day.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up a lot with what the actual like parameters of the mission are. I'm sure they're taking samples and doing analysis. And,
yeah.
I mean, the holy grail of Mars exploration is finding water, right?
Right.
Liquid water. There's tons of evidence that water was there, but I think it might be confirmed in ice form around the poles a little bit. I'm not sure.
I thought I remember reading that, but
other than that, like
Atmosphere is rad.
finding. There is even suggestion that the first organic compounds that seeded life on Earth actually originated on Mars when it had water, and were like blasted here by meteorites.
All right, we're getting some learning done. I just analyzed that atmosphere over there.
I don't know if you know that if they find Mars rocks on Earth all the time,
right,
I think is insane.
Yeah.
Like
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it's a huge thing. Like there are tons of them, but also they're very sought after. You know, there's you know, if something big enough hits a planet, there's plenty of ejectus that escapes orbit, right?
Wow.
The crazier thing to me, though, is that space is so fucking big and expansive that any of that material could find its way here. Seems so improbable, but it totally does.
That's, you know, gravitational fields and the relative closeness of the planets.
Yeah, I guess so.
Going to the lab. Clean room.
Clean up.
Put my booties on.
But yeah, there are totally tons of Mars rocks out there. I wonder if you
buy Mars rocks on eBay.
That's what I was about to check. I wonder if you can actually buy Mars rocks.
I'm sure you can.
Or if they are all in like study.
You can buy moon rocks and stuff. Can't
Sure.
I don't know.
Maybe. Like not ones recovered by Apollo, I'm sure, but
yeah, those are probably
maybe ones that people have found. I'm not sure.
So let's try to build a vehicle.
All right.
I can build a rover or a lander.
Yeah, here we go. Bruno Mars, day 2 at Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Yeah,
There you go.
Exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for red rocks.
Martian meteorites for sale. Quality Mars meteorite display boxes. How would you vet something like this?
You would take it to a scientist and say, "Did this come from Mars?"
Here we go. Mars Rock Meteorite DB11, $40.50. I don't know about this.
Also, I bet there are opportunities occasionally to buy moon rocks that have come back from the moon with people.
Maybe? I don't know.
If you were an astronaut and you went to the moon and you had to get rocks for the fucking moon,
stick a few in your pocket.
yeah, you would keep some fucking moon rocks.
I don't know.
Not to sell necessarily.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, maybe they end up as some part of some state or something like that eventually. But
I like to think the caliber of individual that they would select to send to the moon.
The mavericks that they send to the moon, the crazy.
I'd like to think their
test
character
pilots,
is above that.
Their character is such that they throw caution to the wind and they say, "I'm keeping a moon rock."
Golf happened on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Speaking of opportunity, there's a great documentary on Netflix. It might be an episode of Nova. I can't remember. It's definitely PBS produced about Spirit and Opportunity, the last 2 rovers they sent to Mars.
Yeah.
It was like, God, probably like 8-10 years ago at this
Right.
point. Because they landed them, like sent them and landed them around the same time, which seems insane. But they had all kinds of problems when they landed those things. Like one of them wouldn't boot for like 2 days. They had to like shunt power from one system to another, like all this crazy stuff. It was a lot more problematic than Curiosity, but it's like, it's all footage like shot at, I think it was at JPL or wherever.
Yeah.
The mission control was, like as it was happening. Like these people are just losing their fucking shit, you know?
Oh, like as it's like
think
not
about-
working.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Because I mean, you're not going to get another shot at this for like another decade if it doesn't work. You know?
Yeah.
Like it takes so many years to design and execute the mission, and then once the launch happens, you have to wait like, I forget how many months it is. Is it over a year?
For it to get there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just the travel time alone is like so much waiting, and then you like the landing happens in a matter of minutes, and if you don't land and get up to speed properly, like the whole like billions of dollars and years of work are just down the toilet.
Yeah.
In the span of like an hour. And these people, it's crazy to see how like just rung up these people are. while it's happening.
God, I would be too.
Yeah.
Work on that thing for years.
It's
and
really interesting stuff.
I'm testing my robot out here.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
Red
Why
Planet
is
was
this
real.
on Mars? Why is this structure here?
I'm actually a big fan of Mission to Mars. I just like the sort of realistic approach they kind of took with it.
Which one is that?
Yeah,
It's the
I'm
one
trying
with Gary Sinise.
Okay, yeah.
And you know, realistic is a relative term.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he goes crazy, right?
No, he meets, who was it? Don Cheadle? He meets somebody who's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Wait, he's already there?
Yeah, there was a previous mission that like went offline or whatever.
I see.
Yeah, so they go to figure out what happened, and that's the one where they have the greenhouses and stuff with.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like he goes crazy, and because there's supernatural stuff.
And then they dance in Zero Gravity to Dance the Night Away by Van Halen.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that movie's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, I'm done testing. Can't go up that hill. Scrap it. Wait. Okay. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna purchase that because it's pretty much the same as my other lander, but I want to leave. Let me. Okay.
I wonder if we'll ever see.
Can you play Grav-On?
Oh, that's a
Disease.
horrible missed
Early
opportunity.
What's this?
Early access.
What?
Missed opportunity. Well, okay, yeah, they still have time. You hear that, Bohemia? Still have time to implement what matters.
Yep.
This is kind of cool. I can just see where all my cameras are and jump into any robot.
Oh, those are real time. Like that's
Yeah.
what's actually being displayed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you'll earn more money for your missions, and then you'll be able to unlock. This one costs $2 million. This one costs $5 million. And then you'll send bigger and bigger stuff out there. And,
Like this is financial problem.
I like when they work in thousand. This is $5,000.
Yeah. You know, placeholder text.
Yeah,
and
geez.
Back over there in the lab, I wish I could see what all those instruments did, but it's all just placeholder text, so you can't really tell if, you know, this robot's going to be good for the mission you want. But let's jump into a scenario here so we can kind of see where the robots can go.
Wait, was that like missing texture on the planet for a second there?
Maybe it's just the dark
I
side.
I saw like a grid flash on there for a second.
No, that was. Yeah,
oh, there it
that's
is.
stuff.
Oh, that's a
It's just a
map.
map.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Start scenario.
Where's the Starfleet shipyards? Isn't that
What is that?
Is that where they built the Enterprise?
Yeah, Utopia.
Utopia Planitia or whatever. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Gale Crater. Is that where Curiosity is, or maybe one of the other two earlier ones? I forget.
Yeah, there's the heat shield. Bye, heat shield.
All right. This thing got wheels on it.
Yeah.
Let's do some more driving.
You can see the heat shield impact.
I wonder if we'll ever see human beings on Mars in our
I
lifetimes.
really want to.
I don't
Let's
know.
go.
You want it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
sure.
All right.
I think what is it they're estimating at current propulsion technology? It'd be like a 2-year trip or something. 2-year transit.
Yeah, something like that.
That does not sound pleasant.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? 2 years in space. We got better things to do than hang out in fucking space?
I don't know.
Bye, delivery craft.
Show of hands, who would go?
Oh, I'd go.
I know
I'd
you.
go, yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Boom. That thing exploded.
Even with relatively low odds of ever coming back?
Well.
I mean, let's be honest here.
I don't know.
If anything profound goes wrong, you're done. You know?
Yeah.
It's not like the moon where it's only a 3-day trip and you can slingshot around and get back on momentum if necessary.
Well, I would think that by the time that they start sending people to Mars, that they would have figured something out.
Yeah, you'd hope. I don't know.
All right,
to,
so what do I
to
got
make
here?
space travel
Yeah,
safer overall.
You would, yeah, sure. You would hope so.
I got my mast system here. Go to camera 4.
Whoop.
Oh god. Oh god. There we go. That's a nice camera.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
it's clean.
Photo. Chemical analysis? Huh. Hazard avoidance. Nav and my descent camera. Oh, that'd be cool. All right, so
You got a spectrometer on this thing.
let's see.
Air conditioning,
Mass
power
system.
windows.
Robotic arm, robotic head, 6-wheel drive mass system. Okay. I think I did have some sensors on the front here. Oh yeah.
Got a laser?
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Shoot something.
I think Curiosity has a laser on it though,
Let's go find out.
for like carving up rocks or whatever.
Mission. No mission
Think.
assigned. Assign nearest. Rock analysis. All right. That rock there? All right, 32 meters. Great. Rock. Get it, rock?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, no, I got it. Loud and clear, buddy.
All right. Whoa. Hold up. Okay.
That looks like an interesting rock.
See if we can unfold our arm here. Wait, what? Did you see that?
Yeah. What was that about?
Is one of my sensors gone?
Wait. Put it back in.
oh,
Wait, what's...
I think that just fell off.
Are you sure? Sure it didn't just retract? It's part of that armature.
I don't know. It looked like it was just sort of tumbling around.
yeah. Early access.
Early access.
Yeah, yes, this rover is in beta.
Yeah.
Do. Need to go down though. Okay.
They should have made this thing move faster. Stupid astronauts.
God, imagine working with the real thing though, with that like 8 or 10 minute or whatever it is latency.
Right.
Like having to send one command and wait, make sure it happened before you do anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the weird things in that documentary I was talking about is that the days do not line up, like our days and Martian days.
Yeah.
That it shifts. Basically, the Martian day is just longer or just shorter enough that like every day the time is different.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on that mission and you're working on sending commands and operating this thing, your hours are changing every day. Like
Right. You're
on a
you
rolling
have to live
schedule.
on Martian time.
Basically, yeah. So you're like coming into the office like an hour later every 2 days or whatever, to
Yeah.
the point that like at some point you're working overnight.
Right.
Or you're coming in at 4 in the afternoon and working until like 1 in the morning. Like
They should just get watches that
just
tell
on.
Martian time.
yeah. But it made it sound like it's just hellish on your like sleep schedule and your kind of, you know,
Yeah.
quality of life and stuff. You'd start looking like a vampire. Vampires run NASA is what I'm saying.
I believe it.
This is cool.
Is that the rocket launcher?
It's a nail gun.
No, that's the plasma gun. Okay.
You know what? 3D would really help here. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe you can buy a 3D camera for your rover.
That'd be cool. All right. So let's try to science. Ready. All right. So
Do some science.
pulsing. Oh man, it is a laser.
Yay! Shoot your laser.
So the analysis stuff is where I've run into the most trouble because usually you've got to be super close to the rock. Like your thing has to freaking touch the rock. But again, they don't tell you that. And they don't really tell you which sensor is which.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you just kind of have to know your rover really well. But you know, early access.
Yeah. How much does this run you?
Don't know. Content coming soon.
All right.
You know, I will say this for Steam Early Access. At least nobody is nobody's using the shitty marketing version of like beta or whatever, you know. There's no like, you totally get into this early. It's exclusive beta, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah,
these games are not fucking around about not being
the stuff that they're
finished.
labeling as early access
is definitely
they mean it.
Yep.
You know, and they've got that little spot on the store page where they can let developers explain what state the code is in.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like Payday 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
If you buy the expensive version, we'll let you play the beta.
Right.
Like, that's not really a...
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to retract what I said a little bit. They show what tool you have to use here.
Okay.
You don't really know that this is a tool. It's just a collection of letters. And you can select them over here. I'm sure this stuff would be covered in a tutorial. But it doesn't show you, like, where is the drill. I don't know where on my robot. I don't know how to align my robot.
Have to back that ass up to that rock instead.
Just might have to. I don't even know what that is. Mr. Fusion? What is that?
Yeah. Dump garbage in there. Keep the rubber going.
I need fuel. But yeah, that's Take on Mars. I think it's got a lot of promise. Could be,
that's cool.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
I tried hooking up my joysticks to it, but I couldn't really figure it out. And there's so much stuff going on. I'm not sure that it might just further complicate things.
Right. Yeah. You probably. Yeah.
With the joysticks and stuff, but yeah.
Can we just sit here and keep talking about space all day?
Sure.
Hey, crash the rover.
Why would you? Why would you do
Try
that?
and knock it over, or.
Have you guys ever heard of Project Orion? It was a
No.
It was a NASA project from a few decades ago. It would have, if it had come to fruition, it would have really helped in a mission to Mars. It was basically a propulsion technology that instead of using chemical rockets, used nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
Basically, the idea was like once you had broken free from orbit, basically you would have this massive blast shield on the back of your craft, and you would just like continue setting off nuclear explosions behind the blast shield to continue building up speed. Super crazy.
I wonder how fast they can get it going that way.
I don't know. Honestly, like one of the big problems about sending humans to Mars is the amount of time in space. It's like really, really bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, how long have they had people on the station?
ISS?
Yeah.
It's like I want to say like maybe 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
Like maybe a year. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass. I want to say like a year, but like the biggest problems are like
Guys, I lost something.
yeah. Look at that. That's probably not good.
You probably don't need that.
That one part is worth.
No.
That one part. Oh no! There's like $20 million worth of stuff rolling down the hill right now.
I mean, you know, you probably have a couple more of those. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna take that sweet jump.
Yeah.
It's really bad for your bone density. Your bone density starts dropping like crazy.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the weight of gravity pushing on you anymore.
Right. Yeah!
Oh no! No!
Achievement unlocked. Oh, it's just flailing. It's like that puppy who can't get up.
Probably should have put wheels on the top of this thing too.
Oh yeah, it's a good call.
We shouldn't let Mohawk guy drive the rover again.
He was ripped.
Well,
I totally wanted to get that guy in here for this quickly.
that'd be great.
JPL's not that far away, right?
Yeah,
Is it
you're
in
right.
South Bay?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or Oakland, maybe?
Is
I
it?
don't know. I don't know.
Huh.
Well, we
Yep.
took on Mars and Mars won.
Yeah. Take on Mars.
Great.
Take Mars on.
Okay, that's watching the program feed here, just waiting for it to start fading out. Anytime now.
Bye, Mars.
Bye, Mars.
Later.
Go for Mars bar. Nougat.